Hey there, it's Wayfair here, where delivery and setup are as easy as a few taps on your phone. You're relaxing in an old hammock, scrolling Wayfair's app, when you spot it, a brand new patio set. Next thing you know, Wayfair delivers it right to your patio and sets it up. Oh, you need a new grill too? All right, Wayfair's got you covered. With Wayfair's Room of Choice delivery and fast expert setup on qualifying orders, life gets a little easier. Visit wayfair.com or the Wayfair app.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Hey there, welcome to Grounds for Gaming. My name is Ed Placencia, and I've saved you a seat. I'm going to be totally honest with you and let you know that this is pre-recorded. I mean, obviously it's pre-recorded. You're listening to a podcast, not a live radio broadcast, but I usually will record these, let's say on a Sunday night and release them a couple of days later, just to kind of make sure that it's a little bit fresh. The episode is fresh, and what I'm talking about is fairly recent. I'm not trying to cover any late-breaking news by any means or do anything like that, but still, the closer I record to release day, the better. And that's just how I'm thinking, how I'm wired. But this time around is a little bit different because I'm recording this on Monday evening, March 2nd. And this is going to release, tomorrow usually is release day, Tuesday. But tomorrow I am releasing the episode with Joshi. And I hope you enjoyed that. And this will be releasing the week after, I believe March 10th. So I'm recording this about a week early. Why am I doing this? Well, tomorrow my wife Sarah and I leave for Spain. And we're going over to celebrate her sister's 50th birthday. But it's a surprise. So I can't release this one tomorrow, the 3rd, because we haven't gotten there yet. And just in case Stacy listens to this podcast, I'm not going to spoil the surprise. So I'll be releasing this on, I believe, the day we fly home. So it should be a good time. We've been over one other time, and I downloaded the language app again a couple of months ago, determined that I was going to be fluent in Spanish this time around. I'm not any closer than I was when I started listening to it. But I had good intentions. Also, as of this recording, I'm doing a lot of editing out of coughs. I'm on what I hope is the tail end of a pretty nasty bout with bronchitis, and the cough is hanging on. It's been just over 3 weeks, and from what I've heard from other people, I'm not alone. This thing has really messed people up this season. So man, if you're one of those people, I hope you get well soon. While I'm away, I don't anticipate doing a ton of gaming. I'll probably play solitaire on my phone. I don't really have a ton of mobile games. I did download Hearthstone a few weeks ago. I've kind of fallen off of it again, but it is still on there. But today, Monday, is the last day I stream before we take off for Spain, and I thought, if I'm not going to be able to game for a while, I'm definitely going to play some Overwatch, and I am still just as hooked on Overwatch as ever. It's just a lot of fun. I'm mostly queuing as all roles just because the new heroes are so much fun. Usually I'll choose one of the new heroes, but sometimes I'll swap off when I realize I'm in a situation. But it's really, really, really been a lot of fun. For those of you who are keeping track, I went Team Talon again, and this week we are winning. So the first week, Team Talon won. Second week, Overwatch. This week, Team Talon. And then next week, I won't be able to participate because, again, I'll be out of the country and I won't be gaming. So, yeah, there is that. So if you are an Overwatch player, Go Team Talon. Apologies, Winston. I'm very, very sorry. I've also been playing a lot of Forza Horizon 5, believe it or not. I loved that game when I played more on the Xbox, and we had Game Pass, and I spent so many hours in that game. And now that I primarily play on the PlayStation, I knew at some point I would pick it up on the PS5, but I was kind of keeping an eye out for a sale of some sort, and there was a sale recently, and I grabbed it. It's kind of one of those fun sales where the Ultimate Edition ends up cheaper than the Standard Edition, and I thought, sure, let's do this. And I've been having a lot of fun revisiting it again. So much fun, in fact, that I downloaded it onto Sarah's PS5 as well. I don't know that it'll grab her or she'll enjoy it or she'll just play it on her own, but the vibe that it puts you in, it's just a really cool, chill game to play. It really does a good job of drawing you in and getting you excited, but then at the same time, there's just something about driving around the countryside of Mexico and listening to some tunes, some really, really good tunes, and just driving around. Maybe you stay on the road, maybe you don't. Either way, it's all good. So that's been very, very enjoyable. But I think really what's going to be capturing Sarah's attention is the new bounty pack that was released recently for Borderlands 4. I told Sarah I wouldn't play it until we could play it together. And this weekend, after we went out on a double date with some friends, we came home. It was about 10 o'clock, and Sarah walked right up here into my office, sat down in front of the other television, turned on the PlayStation, and I was like, in my head, this isn't going to last. It's after 10 o'clock. She had a big margarita. She's sitting there with her little Chihuahua Batman. There is no way we are going to get very far into this DLC. We played for about a half hour, I think, and then she got real sleepy and asked if we were at a good stopping point. I don't know if we were. We may have to backtrack and redo a lot of stuff, but that's also okay. Because it's not really about making progress in the game when I'm playing with Sarah. It's really just about being able to sit down and play together and take care of bad guys, shoot barrels at each other, and just have a good time. So I'm really enjoying the DLC so far. It's a lot of fun. I'm anxious to go fight a demon and murder him, but we haven't seen him yet. So I will keep you posted. Probably not on the next episode if it's a standard espresso version, just because we won't be playing any games this week. But, this is coming out after our vacation, so maybe the timing will be right that by the time we do play, it'll be time for a new episode and can keep you updated on how all of that went. Even though I rolled credits on Avatar, man, that was a fun game. I really, really, really liked it. I'm trying to be intentional with this podcast and for the most part, keep things positive. If I review a game that I didn't enjoy, I'll explain why. But I don't want it to be a nonstop slamming of games. I'd much rather talk about things I'm enjoying that I'm playing. Again, I'll let you know if I play something I didn't enjoy, but I don't want that to be the focus. I really, even though the last Espresso episode was named Why I Stopped Playing Disney Speedstorm. But I really just want to talk about the games that I'm enjoying. And I like I said, I rolled credits on Avatar, the Ubisoft game that's kind of like Far Cry Primal. I really, really had a good time with it. And I apparently, when it came out, I got the season pass or the version with the season pass, or maybe it was on sale once upon a time. Ubisoft loves to put their games on sale. And I've got a few DLCs to play, so it's kind of nice to finish the game and have all this DLC ready to go. I almost prefer it that way if I play a game, especially one like Avatar, because I did put it down for a while, and when I went back, man, it took me a minute to wrap my head around these controls. And if I had played the game when it first came out and then sat and waited for the DLC to come out, I don't know that I would have. But now that everything is out and now I've finished the game, I can just kind of keep on rolling. So that's one thing when we get back from Spain, I'm really looking forward to, is hopping back into Avatar as well. So nothing super new. I haven't pulled the trigger on Resident Evil yet. I'm kind of waiting, kind of watching. I really, really, really enjoyed my time in Village. I didn't like Biohazard just because I much prefer the version of the game where you have a gun and you can defend yourself. Biohazard and games like Outlast, where it's just kind of a hide and seek and you have maybe a lighter. I just don't enjoy those types of horror games. And I know this one is a mix of the two. And I hope if I eventually play it, the shoot 'em up part is exciting enough to get me through the hide and seek parts. I don't know that that's the case. I've watched a little bit of gameplay and everybody really, really seems to be enjoying it. But it's just that I'm not looking forward to playing as Grace, I believe is her name. So I'll keep you posted. I don't anticipate playing it anytime soon, but stranger things have happened, I guess. As always, if there's a game I'm overlooking that I need to pick up, that I need to try out, drop me a line, grounds4gaming@gmail.com, and let me know what you're playing right now, what you're enjoying, what you're having, what you're drinking. I am drinking the last. I've got like 2 sips of my Square One. I believe this is Guatemala. Well, let me see. One second. Yeah, that's Guatemala. I know we have Guatemala and we have Candy Bar. I think we're just about ready to go to the Candy Bar. We're almost out of the Guatemalan. But yeah, let me know what you're drinking. Let me know what you're playing, and let me know what I need to keep an eye out for. Speaking of my mug being almost empty, it's 9:10 p.m. And I'm going to sound like a broken record, but I think I might brew another cup. I still need to pack. I should probably pack tonight. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Thanks for spending some time with me today. Grounds for Gaming will be right here when you're ready for another conversation. And your seat will always be waiting.